Ever wondered how Christmas came to be? It's a question that has piqued the interest of many, considering the widespread celebration of this holiday today. From the sparkling lights, heartwarming carols to the joyous gift-giving, Christmas has indeed become a global phenomenon. But where did it all start? How did a day that was once not even recognized by early Christians turn into a grand celebration that unites people across continents? Well, just like a beautifully wrapped present under the Christmas tree, this story is waiting to be unwrapped. Let's unravel the intriguing journey of Christmas together. Our journey begins with ancient winter solstice celebrations. As we travel back in time, we find ourselves in the midst of joyous festivities marked by the shortest day and the longest night of the year. This was a time when ancient cultures celebrated the winter solstice, a celestial event that symbolized the rebirth of the sun and the promise of warmer days to come. Let's start with the Norse, the seafaring people of Scandinavia. They celebrated Yule, a festival that spanned from late December to early January. During Yule, the Norse would commemorate the sun god with grand feasts and the burning of the Yule log, believed to bring good luck for the upcoming year. Now, shift your gaze to the grandeur of ancient Rome. Here we find Saturnalia, a week-long celebration held in honor of the god Saturn. It was a time when work and business were suspended, homes were decorated with wreaths and greenery, and even enslaved people were allowed to participate in the festivities. The Romans reveled in feasting, gambling, singing, and gift-giving. The culmination of Saturnalia was the Sigillaria, an occasion marked by giving small terracotta figurines as gifts. Many of these traditions seem familiar, don't they? Alongside Saturnalia, Rome also celebrated Juvenalia, a feast dedicated to the children of Rome. These festivities in many ways mirror the joy, generosity, and unity we associate with the holiday season today. Interestingly, these celebrations weren't initially linked to Christianity. In fact, in the early years of Christianity, there was no celebration of Jesus' birth. The focus was more on Easter, the commemoration of Christ's resurrection. It was only around the 4th century that the birth of Jesus was established as a holiday, with December 25th chosen as the date. Interestingly, in the early years of Christianity, there was no celebration of Jesus' birth. The adoption of these ancient winter solstice traditions played a significant role in shaping the Christmas we know and love today. As we continue our journey, we'll see how these early celebrations evolved into the Christmas traditions we know and love today. So, how did December 25th become Christmas Day, you might ask? Well, let's take a journey back to the 4th century when the birth of Jesus was established as a holiday. In the early years of Christianity, the primary holiday was Easter, and the birth of Jesus wasn't celebrated. It was a time when the church was still defining its traditions, and the focus was on the resurrection rather than the nativity. But as the faith spread, there was a growing desire for a holiday to honor Jesus' birth. Here enters Pope Julius I, who in the 4th century declared that the birth of Jesus would be officially recognized as a holiday. But why December 25th, you ask? The choice of date wasn't random. It was a strategic decision, a way to incorporate and Christianize existing pagan celebrations. In Rome, for example, the festival of Saturnalia was in full swing during mid-December. This raucous celebration was a time of feasting, gift-giving, singing, and even a suspension of business. It was a time when Romans honored the god Saturn, and the merriment lasted for about a week. At the same time, the winter solstice, marking the shortest day and longest night of the year, fell on December 21st or 22nd. This was a significant time for many ancient cultures, and celebrations were common. The Church saw an opportunity to bring these festivities under the umbrella of Christianity. By declaring December 25th as the day to celebrate Jesus' birth, the Church hoped to replace these pagan celebrations with Christian ones. And so the date was set. December 25th became Christmas Day, a time to celebrate the birth of Jesus. But remember, Christmas wasn't instantly the family-focused, gift-filled holiday we know today. It took centuries for Christmas to evolve into the celebration we're familiar with. Thus, Christmas was born and it evolved over time. From an attempt to Christianize ancient celebrations, it emerged as a holiday celebrating peace, love, and generosity, a testament to the enduring power of tradition and transformation. The Middle Ages brought about a mix of religious observance and raucous celebrations. As we journey through the evolution of Christmas traditions, it's fascinating to see how they've changed over time. Picture the Middle Ages, a time when Christmas was both a solemn religious occasion and a festival filled with merriment. Christmas during the Middle Ages was a public festival that mirrored the joy and celebration of the season. The rich and the poor alike would come together, feasting and making merry. Parades, singing and theatrical performances were all part of the festivities. The holiday was a time of generosity too, with the wealthy often providing food and drink to the less fortunate. However, not everyone was thrilled with these festive celebrations. In the 17th century, the Puritans in England decided to put an end to all this merriment. They saw these raucous celebrations as a distraction from the true meaning of Christmas. And so, for a period, Christmas was banned in England. Across the pond, in early America, Christmas was not widely celebrated either. Many of the early settlers were Puritans, carrying with them the belief that Christmas should be a solemn religious day. As such, Christmas was often just another workday in early America, with no special celebrations or festivities. But as time passed, attitudes towards Christmas began to change. The holiday started to gain popularity in the 19th century, and with it came the return of joyous celebrations. Influential works like Washington Irving's The Sketchbook of Geoffrey Crayon Gent and Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol played a significant role in shaping the modern celebration of Christmas. These works portrayed Christmas as a time of family, peace, and nostalgia. Gift-giving and charity became central themes of the holiday, echoing the generosity of the Middle Ages. Christmas was no longer just a religious holiday, but a cultural phenomenon that transcended religious boundaries. However, Christmas was about to undergo a transformation. As we move forward, we'll see how these traditions evolved into the Christmas we know and love today. The 19th century saw Christmas reborn in a new light. As the world shifted into the 19th century, Christmas began to transform. Once a raucous celebration filled with merrymaking and revelry, it evolved into a peaceful, family-centered holiday. This was a time when the world was changing rapidly, and Christmas became a beacon of nostalgia and tranquility amidst the tumultuous landscape of the Industrial Revolution. In this era, Christmas began to gain popularity, particularly in America, where it had not been widely celebrated before. The holiday started to embody a sense of peace, a day to spend with loved ones, and a time to bask in the warmth of family traditions. The focus shifted from public celebrations to intimate family gatherings, and the act of gift-giving became a central part of the holiday tradition. It's worth noting that literature played a significant role in shaping the modern celebration of Christmas. As mentioned before, two works in particular had a profound impact on how Christmas was perceived and celebrated. Firstly, we have Washington Irving's The Sketchbook of Geoffrey Crayon Gent. This collection of essays and short stories, published in the early 19th century, depicted Christmas as a holiday of warmth, friendliness, and generosity. Irving's idyllic portrayal of Christmas inspired many to embrace the holiday and its values, contributing to its growing popularity. Secondly, Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol had a monumental influence on the modern concept of Christmas. This timeless tale of Ebenezer Scrooge's transformation from a miser to a man of generosity and kindness encapsulated the spirit of Christmas. It promoted the values of charity, goodwill, and the importance of family, further solidifying Christmas as a season of giving and love. These literary masterpieces, coupled with the societal shifts of the 19th century, breathed new life into Christmas. They helped shape it into a holiday of peace, nostalgia, and familial warmth, steering it away from its rowdy, public celebration roots. And that's how Christmas evolved into the joyous celebration we know today. As we gather with our loved ones each year, remember the journey this holiday has taken to become a beloved tradition that continues to bring joy and warmth to millions around the world. So, what have we learned about the origins of Christmas? We've traveled a fascinating path, starting with ancient winter solstice celebrations. These festivities marked the longest night of the year, a time of rebirth as daylight hours began to extend, a tradition mirrored in many cultures around the world. We then dove into the birth of Christmas, established in the 4th century as a holiday to commemorate the birth of Jesus. The chosen date, December 25th, was not arbitrary but aligned with existing pagan festivals, creating a bridge for the conversion to Christianity. Our journey continued through the evolution of Christmas traditions, a tapestry woven with threads from various cultures and eras. We saw the Middle Ages mix of religious observance and raucous celebrations, and the Puritans' temporary ban in the 17th century. We witnessed the emergence of modern Christmas in the 19th century, influenced by works like Washington Irving's The Sketchbook of Geoffrey Crayon, Gent, and Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. We learned how the ancient Roman festival of Saturnalia, a week-long celebration filled with feasting, singing, and gift-giving, has left its imprint on our modern Christmas customs. From the suspension of work to the decoration of homes, many of these traditions carry on today, reminding us of our shared past. Next time you celebrate Christmas, remember the fascinating journey it has taken to become the holiday we love today. Merry Christmas, everyone!
Thank you for watching. Hope you found this video informative and entertaining. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment. We do like to know and hear your feedback. And if you have the means, please consider supporting us on Patreon, where we post bonus material. Till next time, this is Geeky Tidbits, saying cheers, and have a good day.